Minister, Sharon is 66. She's just retired. John, her husband, is 66. Will be retiring in December. They've worked all their lives, paid their taxes, and they're both homeless. They were evicted because you lifted the eviction ban, and were made homeless in August. They are relying on a daily basis on the emergency phone number. They're couch surfing with different relatives between Lucan and Wexford. They're over the income threshold, so they're not entitled to social housing. They are in a desperate state. Now, their story could be repeated for many older people. What are you going to do for people like Sharon and John? They should be entitled to some kind of support to help them, because they're looking for private rented, but they can't get it because it's too expensive, but they can't get any financial support from the government in order to access it.
So I'm so sorry to hear of the plight that they are facing at the moment, at this stage in their life, not to have a home, not to know whether they will have a roof over their heads. I can only imagine the difficulty that they're facing at the moment. But please allow me just to reiterate what we are doing. I mean, we're doing two things. Firstly, it's why so much effort has been put into building public and social housing. It's why we're now building more homes like that than we've built at any point since the 1970s. And secondly, it is the reason why such investment has been put in to our emergency housing services to try to support people who are at a risk of becoming homeless. And thirdly then, it is also why the housing assistance payment is available to provide, well, I do know, I think you're against the HAP anyway, is my understanding, that you're against the HAP.
Not as I'm not against HAP. I'm against it as a substitute for social housing.
Deputy Barrett, on one hand,
give them the HAP.
Coming in.
Give them the HAP.
Well, I've been hearing this story plenty of times when you've been against the HAP. But in any event, it is not my desire to politicise the plight of the two people who you were referring to.
Just did.
It's not my desire. Because they want to be helped and they want to be supported. And I'm sure if you have any information in relation to them, I'm sure that they're already getting support by their local authorities. I hope that they are. And we have housing executive bodies who are in place to try to prevent people from becoming homeless.
Thank you,
and I hope they're aware of this issue and trying to help.
Deputy Paudie O'Sullivan, to conclude, please.